Meanwhile, back on Wall Street, we've still got a whopping great big rally. We're now, 58 points away from Dow 20,000. We're on the march. It's been an extraordinary rally today. Financials doing particularly well. I want to bring in another Wall Street expert, a Wall Street guy. Robert Wolfe is with us. I believe you are the CEO of 32 Advisors. Is that correct?
It is, yes.
That doesn't mean you've got 32 advisors in your team.
No, it was my college football number.
Okay. What do you make of this? Dow 20,000.
I'm hoping to sit with you when we hit that 20,000, because I know you want to celebrate with me.
No, you stick around, please.
I only wish I had my financial stocks again. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, right, because you had to divest, right?
When I left UBS 4 years ago, I got out of all my stocks. But
okay, look, let's get it. I think Janet Yellen was wrong yesterday. She projected growth next year 2%, the year after that 2%, the year after that 1.9%. That's really weak. I think we'll probably do a lot better than that. Was she wrong?
You know, I found it equally surprising. I think it was like 1.7 to 1.8 was her range, so exactly what you said. I mean, she didn't include any of the fiscal stimulus of the future that Trump will bring on. So that was surprising to me. It seems low to me, I would agree. And I didn't actually think in the past year, we're surprised that they didn't raise rates as well. We're not in a crisis anymore. So it's something we agree upon. It seems to me we'll do better than that. We'll outperform. But I'm nervous about the strong dollar. I'm nervous about the strong dollar, as you were talking about earlier.
Let me get back to the growth for a second. Next year, we're almost certainly going to get significant tax cuts for individuals and for companies. I think that is going to happen. I think we'll almost certainly get a big infrastructure bill, heavy spending on infrastructure, and probably an uptick in the amount of money that we spend on the military. That, you add all that lot together, and you've got massive stimulus for our economy. I got to believe it's going to get close to 4%, some way down the road. But I think, now, do you agree with me on this? I mean, 4% is doable here. That's why that market's up so much.
I will just say, getting those things through Congress is not so easy. So I think we'll definitely get business tax reform. I'm not so sure on the personal side.
Really?
But I definitely think on the business side.
Well, why won't we get the personal side of it? I mean, that's what he's stood for office for.
Because I'm not saying we won't, but I think in the first year, you have to pick and choose your few battles. If I was President-elect Trump, the first one I would do would be business tax reform. Okay, and because I think that will stimulate the economy more than personal tax reform. We already have such consumption. I think on the infrastructure, you know, I'm a guy that believes more in the public-private partnerships than the tax credit to development. I'm not sure what will get passed. There will definitely be infrastructure, but there will be a debate on whether there should be public-private partnerships or it should be through tax credits. You know, all I will say is getting through the cookie cutter of Congress is tough.
But look,
but I'm with you.
You're a Democrat.
Yep.
You were a supporter of Hillary Clinton.
Yes, I was.
And we had our disputes as we ran up to the election.
And now I'm a Fox contributor, so I get paid for these disputes.
You're all right, Mr. Wolfe. You're all right. But do you agree with me that we have a new mood in this country? And the new mood is because of the election of Donald Trump, who goes for a growth policy, an America first.
Yeah, there's no question his whole, the aura around Donald Trump, you know, buy America, build America, a bit of a, you know, I would say nationalist approach with trade.
There's no question that it is. You're right.
You know, there's an aura about it. And right now he's in this period of, you know, dating with everyone. When he gets into office, it's a lot different to go through Congress. You know, it will be interesting what he does with his executive powers, and then it'll be interesting what he can pass through Congress. I hope he has an easier job than President Obama had.
Just don't call up your Democrat friends in Congress and tell them to hold up the tax cut. You tell them, Stuart Varney wants it backdated to January the 1st. Real stimulus. Will you do that for me,
Hey, listen, I'm a capitalist at heart, so I have no issue with that.
You are a Fox News contributor now. Stand up, man. All right, Robert, stay there for a second.